Over the last decade, we have seen significant growth in the entertainment and media industry across Africa, with both Afrobeats and Nollywood growing not just on the continent but internationally. An industry that has been slowly growing in the background as mobile technology is adopted on the continent is gaming. One entrepreneur who has been building a gaming company for almost a decade is Hugo Obi, founder of Maliyo Games. Hugo was born in the UK but grew up in Lagos, Nigeria, and stayed there until his early 20s when he came back to the UK for university. He long had an interest in technology and in particular the business side of the industry. In light of this, he opted to study international business, economics and finance at Manchester University. Upon completion of his studies, like many of his peers in the late he decided to get a job in finance working for GE Capital. He quickly realized, however, that the corporate life wasn't for him and decided to set up his own company helping large organizations find diverse talent for graduate recruiting. Some of the companies they worked with included Google when they first moved to the UK, as well as many leading investment banks, law, and accounting firms. Maintaining an interest in Nigeria and being entrepreneurial by nature, Hugo took note of a shift in the narrative around Africa being a rising star in the early 2010s. Many people he knew from the diaspora had started moving back, and during a conversation with a friend discussing the rise of the music and film industry, they realized how big the gaming industry could be. Many tech companies, particularly in the e-commerce space, were expanding to Africa, so he had confidence that building something would be feasible. This was the birth of Maliyo Games, a company that would explore creating games for African consumers that would increase diversity in gaming the same way Afrobeats has for music and Nollywood for film. When Hugo announced Maliyo Games, there was a significant amount of interest given the mood towards tech on the continent at the time. However, setting things up proved to be difficult, as whilst Nigeria had an abundance of creative talent able to do things such as 2D animation, write stories and create graphics, there was a dearth of technical talent. In the end, they decided to outsource the technical side of building games internationally whilst doing the graphics and design in-house. They launched their first few games, which were desktop at the time, and received a great reception. The games proved to be the backbone and validation for the mobile games they would later launch on Android as the platform grew across Africa. The inspiration for the first games on mobile, such as Mosquito Smasher, a game where the user has to squash mosquitoes, a very common nuisance in Africa, went on to become a success.